FTB Film Study is sponsored by Happy Valley United. To learn more about how you can support Penn State student athletes' NIL opportunities, visit happyvalleyunited.com today.
3 sacks, 5 turnovers, 7 tackles for loss. Woo, let's talk about the Penn State defense against Illinois. Let's talk about how they bailed the offense out. Let's talk about the amazing pass rush, the different coverage responsibilities, and let's talk about run fits, how they had some issues a little early. They fixed them. I loved it. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's do this. Here we go. Penn State defense. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about the fit here. And I really like this, and really it comes back to last year in Michigan, when Michigan dismantled Penn State's defense with simple run fits. And if you remember correctly, it was a lot of buck sweep and inside zone. So talking about the 4-3 defense, okay, you're going to get a simple inside zone. They're actually not going to read this, okay? And what they're going to do is they're going to block it out. So they talk about combos. It's you two for these two, you two for these two, you two for these two, and we're going to let one guy go. And that's okay. They're not really reading it, all right? So what they're going to do is they're going to hand the ball off. But I want you to watch the fit. The outside backer stays outside. He maintains his outside leverage, okay? He builds the wall, and 44 comes back in, fits the B gap, so the linebacker can come over the top, okay? Linebacker come over the top to make this play. So even if this linebacker doesn't make this play on this dip and rip, which was amazing, this linebacker right here is sitting in his gap, and he's going to make this play anyway. So overall, I thought it was a very well-designed defensive front. I thought the run fit was better, and I really enjoyed how they played the trips bunch look down here at the bottom. This can cause problems, and you're going to see later on, especially in bigger games like Ohio State, they burned Penn State with this formation. And I want you to watch. They make the point of attack. They attack it here, and they just sit on these underneath routes, and I think they did a really good job of this. Okay, 1st and 10. Now, I bring this up because I talk about bad run fits, and I talk about adjustments in coaching. So, again, same formation. You can get trips to the field. You're going to get a tight end nub. Okay, so you have a 4-3 look, okay? 4 is going to come across the formation. All right, you can tell he's running late into the concept, but it's a 4-3. All right, you have 7 guys here. This is the buck sweep that Michigan gave Penn State fits on last year in the exact same formation. The tight end's going to block the defensive end. Okay, we're going to block down. We're going to get out. We're going to kick. We're going to block down. And we're going to get out here, and we're going to wrap. So you're going to get the kick by the guard. You're going to get the wrap by the center, okay? And you're going to see this nice, easy lane open up right here. Now, I show this because I want to talk about growth. So there's a couple things you have to look at here. Number one, in this scenario, this outside backer right here has to fit this, and he has to squeeze it hard. Number 4 is coming late to fit. So the backer here has to get over the top. 4 has to come back, and he's got to fit off of this as fast as he can. Okay. And so the problem was 4 was running across the formation, so he didn't get to fit the alley, and that causes a serious issue. Now, we're going to come back to this. I want you to keep this in mind. Okay. Buck sweep. Okay. Buck sweep with the tight end nub. Okay. So here we go. Now we got 3rd and 7. Still the first quarter late. It's 3-0. It's a tight ball game. All right, on 3rd down what Penn State's doing. They're going to give you all kinds of crazy fronts. Now, let's talk about it. They're trying to make calls out defensively. We're having communication. I want to show you something that really impressed me. Watch at this. This is beautiful. You get the linebacker safety blitz from the weak side over here. Abdul Carter drops. Now, I want to show you why this is so important. Okay, this is all about predetermination. Right now, the quarterback knows I'm probably getting a cover 3 look. I'm going to get the exact same thing I got before. You're going to get a guy over the top. You're going to get a corner high. You're going to get a corner high. You're going to have a guy who's going to come down into the flat. You're going to have a flat player, okay? And when he sees this guy vacate right now, he sees this blitz. Abdul Carter now drops into the hook to curl, and I want to show you something. This quarterback sees the safety fly over the top. He sees the rotation. He sees the blitz. The middle of the field's usually open, but Abdul Carter sees it early. You're going to try to get a dig route right here, but because if you go back and look, quarterback's taught to throw hot. He feels pressure. He's going to throw hot off of this. He's going to see this guy break inside. He's going to rip that ball in as fast as he can. He doesn't even see Abdul sitting right there on the pick. And again, it goes back to understanding the disguising of the defensive front on 3rd down. The worst thing I feel like that can happen to teams against Penn State is getting caught in a 3rd and long. Okay, so here we go. Now we've got a little wing set. It's 1st and 10. All right, pass rush up top. Really like this pass rush by 44. I watch him get on the edge, watch him swipe hand down, watch him get over the top. Look at the dip right here, okay, with that rip. Look at his arm getting the hook underneath the offensive lineman's arm. That's beautiful. In about a millisecond, he's gonna take that ball from the quarterback's hands. But the reason I show this is because it forced the quarterback to throw this ball a little early. And I want you to see this. He forces him to throw the ball early. Watch. He forces him to look over. He throws the ball a little early right here. Watch what happens. He throws the ball. Ball's being thrown, but the corner has basically run the route for the receiver. All right. That one thing on the edge, on the weak side, is going to force this ball here. Now, let's watch the coverage. Okay, this is man-to-man. It's press coverage. Okay, I don't really like his hands down. Okay, I don't like, but I like his footwork. Look at his footwork. He's matching the receiver. He stays in front. His eyes are on the chest. Watch this. He opens with the receiver. He maintains distance, and he gets the inside hand on right now. And I love this. I love this so much. The receiver tries to get press. He's trying to throw a back shoulder. Look at the corner. The corner feels this route right now. He sits behind it. He undercuts this route. Look at this. Because the ball had to be thrown early, quarterback had to release that ball on an under route. He had to throw the back shoulder. Back shoulder wasn't there. If he would have held the ball for a half a second more, he would have known to get over the top. Corner gets underneath the ball, makes the play. That is what happens when the whole dance works on defense. Okay? Here we go. We're now in the 3rd quarter. It's still a ridiculously close game. All right, now you have a tight end set. Basically, this is a lot of people call this the compressed trips look, right? You're going to get a trips compressed look with a tight end. All right, you have all 11 guys in the box. So you're going to get an orbit motion. All right, this is again growth on run fits. Watch the orbit motion. Nothing changes. We just bump. It doesn't really affect us. We just bump over to match leverage. And all of a sudden, you now get a jet sweep fake. Okay, jet sweep fake, and you get back to inside zone. They're going to fake the jet sweep to hold backside. You're going to get the inside zone, but nothing shows. I want to show you how impressed I am with this. Number one, eye candy. We don't take it. Look, his eyes are still inside. He knows that ball is not getting thrown, but he maintains his leverage. I want you to watch the wall builder. Number 20, he gets outside. He sees down block. He sits. He feathers this. He sees that this guy doesn't get the ball. He stops immediately, checks, knows that he has a quarterback player behind him, so he doesn't worry about the quarterback, and now he can drive down on the inside zone. That is how you play this. The only thing I would tell you is I think 20 probably needs to jump on this a little quicker, but this jet motion held him. He knows he can play inside. He's got a guy over the top. He's got a guy over the top, and there you go. This is good football. Okay, 2 by 2. So we're going to get a motion in motion from the tight end, okay, which is going to give us into a stack look. Now, I want to talk about why I love this so much, because this is the same idea that we just got off the buck sweep. This is legitimately the same play. We're just now doing it from a different formation of motion. They're going to pin the edge. They're going to get a guy out to kick. They're going to get a guy out to wrap. But I want you to watch the fits. We messed up a little bit, okay? This guy comes inside. He's got to build the wall, but watch what he does. Watch what he does. He gets himself back outside. The corner fits. He sees that. The corner now fits, builds the wall, and now everybody's over the top. This is about fitting with each other. This is beautiful. The outside backer, he makes a mistake, okay? He rolls down. He squeezes this. That's okay. I have help. Corner can build the wall. I can fit the alley. I've got 2 linebackers that can fit this alley right now. There's nowhere to go. Play design, phenomenal. Defensive fits, even better. So now it's 3rd down and 11. And this is, I told you before, I'm going to tell you again. This is the problem. You've got one high. This could be man-to-man. We don't know, right? Last time they showed this, we bailed out. We had a cover 3 look. Okay, so here we go. Let's watch it. All right, it looks like we're going to stay man. All right, they get a safety blitz. We are in a straight cover 1, man-to-man, and we're bringing it. Now, you know it's man-to-man, other than the fact that the corner and the safety's eyes are here. But watch this blitzer. This blitzer is truly here on the H-back to make sure nothing happens and he doesn't leak late. I'm impressed. That's discipline. Again, another thing people talk about is how can you give up the inside leverage at a slot receiver? Okay, I've heard people complain about this right here. You can't complain about this because of one reason. He has help on the inside. This guy is taught to move everything out. This guy right here is taught to push everything back in because I have help in here. Okay, so watch. He moves his feet, he feathers. Now this causes your quarterback problems, right? The quarterback's got to get rid of the ball too early. Okay, he's got rid of the ball too early. Now, safety probably shouldn't have bailed, but look at the pressure up front. Look at the pressure up front. Quarterback never truly gets to throw the ball. Look how he's falling back because of the pressure inside. He can't step up into the pocket. He overthrows the ball because he couldn't step into it. I felt like the safety should have been on it. The coverage wasn't terrible, but again, it's a dance. You take a chance when you bring all this pressure. You take a chance that the guy is going to make a bad throw, and he does. Now, watch this. This is just fun to watch. All right. It's second down and 10. The game is getting close to being over. I want you to watch the pass rush here. Look at 20's arm lock, rip underneath. We've talked about this earlier. Watch the extension. He gets through, he extends the arms, he pushes his outside arm, he dips underneath, and he gets inside of the quarterback. This is great football. You have two defensive ends coming down the quarterback. You have Abdul Carter beating a guard right here, and all of a sudden you have what we like to call a party at the quarterback, baby. Now, if you go back to the previous play, we almost got burned on a man-to-man. Well, you're still a man-to-man, but now I have help on the inside. So these guys can wash these guys inside, knowing I now have two guys on the help on the inside, and now I'm not worried about anything because if this ball gets thrown, which it should have been, this linebacker's here to pick it off. Guys, Penn State's defense was awesome. Guys, I can't wait till next week. You know the drill.